For those who frequent the creepypasta scene, horror games, or just scary things in general, this sound is a familiar, terrifying one. The star of several horror titles, and in one hilarious case, a dating sim, this character has taken the internet by storm. My name is Moonstruck, and today we're going to be talking about the sonic horror himself. No, not that one. Siren Head. The creation of Canadian horror artist Trevor Henderson, Siren Head is a tall, emaciated humanoid figure with mummified-looking skin and two sirens in place of a head. Its sirens have the ability to release various sounds, such as white noise, snippets of conversation, and the iconic siren it's most known for. Siren Head is also known to record the voices of its victims, using them to lure in other prey, often calling out for help in the voice of one of its most recent victims to trick people. Henderson has stated that Siren Head is the only one of its kind, despite photographs that show different forms of Siren Head, including one nicknamed Lamphead that has a lamp instead of a siren. These different forms indicate that it can either change its appearance to better hunt, or that there were multiple kinds of Siren Head. Henderson has confirmed, however, that only one Siren Head exists now, though there is a possibility that more used to exist. Henderson has said that Siren Head's appearance varies with each victim, everyone seeing the creature differently, although its general anatomy tends to stay the same, always with the same tall, skeletal form. Theories existed about Siren Head being the result of a botched experiment, possibly created by the military as some kind of weapon, as it's strong, fast, and able to blend in with its surroundings, and can produce sounds so loud it can burst the human brain. However, this has been confirmed to be false. Henderson stated that Siren Head is in fact a supernatural entity, not really part of our reality, and thus it isn't limited by our laws of nature. Despite its lack of eyes, it can still see, and it can manipulate technology by playing sounds through other devices, like a car radio. It has been shown to only show interest in human victims, not bothering with animals, although there is some conflicting evidence in this regard. It was never human, and humans cannot be turned into one. Siren Head's favorite way of killing seems to be to burst the eardrums, brain, and other internal organs by subjecting its victims to incredibly powerful sounds, though some bodies have been found that were crushed, torn apart, or otherwise mutilated by different means. Some even appear partially eaten, though Siren Head has been stated not to need sustenance, so why it hunts humans at all is a mystery. It usually stalks and kills single humans or small groups, usually out in places where it is easy to hide, like in the woods, where it can easily disguise itself as a tree. However, on one notable incident, it did kill many people of a small town by bursting their eardrums and soft tissues. Many of the residents were left behind, so why Siren Head chose to attack is unknown. Siren Head has the ability to mimic news broadcasts, conversations, sirens, screams, and many other sounds. When mimicking a human voice, there is some distortion due to the sounds being played through its sirens rather than through vocal cords or another organic means of producing sound. Siren Head can use this both to lure in victims and to block out the screams of whoever it's attacking to prevent others from coming to their aid. Siren Head is also very strong due to its enormous size and can break trees or other objects with ease. It is also very fast and agile, almost able to keep up with cars. It can stay perfectly still for extended periods of time, often mimicking trees or telephone poles to hide, in one incident even clinging to a ceiling and blending in with the building's PA system to take several people in Detroit. When not utilizing its powerful sonic abilities, it can stay completely silent, even while moving. It appears to be a shapeshifter, able to transform its head into functioning sirens and streetlights at will. It uses this ability to blend into its surroundings, preferring to lure in prey rather than chase it down. From videos and photos that have been posted, we do know that some of its victims have escaped in the past, so all hope is not lost if you were ever to encounter it. Now for some trivia. The only parts of Siren Head that are man-made are its sirens and wires, which are fused to its skin. Although it does commonly produce sounds, Siren Head can also remain silent and stationary for extended periods of time to avoid being detected. While asleep, it produces white noise from its speakers. According to Henderson, Siren Head would not be affected by an EMP since it's mostly organic. On his Twitter page, Trevor Henderson posted artwork of Siren Head, calling it the patron saint of going missing without a trace, of creeping dread, of bad things coming. Siren Head was proposed to the SCP Foundation site as the non-canon SCP-6789, but was removed by the Foundation staff, stating that Siren Head is not an SCP. Trevor has stated that he wants to keep Siren Head as a separate work. Trevor has stated that Siren Head and another of his creations, the Long Horse, are aware of one another and are likely enemies, as Long Horse is a protector of humanity. Siren Head appears to be one of the largest of Henderson's creations, both figuratively and literally, being around 40 feet tall in most depictions. Trevor responded to an ask on Twitter about how Siren Head could resemble tech from the 90s or 2000s in ancient times. He said, "What we're seeing might be the most recent form, or maybe a slightly outdated form, of something that consistently changes. Maybe our eyes just show us the closest approximation to what's actually there and what fits." This could mean that Siren Head changes itself depending on the era it is in to blend in more easily, or what we see is not its real form, but the closest thing the human mind can associate with it. Siren Head is said to be some sort of ambassador, emissary, or hype man for something else from somewhere else. What this something else is currently unknown, but it could mean that Siren Head is merely a pawn of something far more powerful and far more dangerous. Trevor has stated that Siren Head doesn't actually need eyes, ears, a nose, or the ability to feel vibrations to find prey due to its supernatural nature. He confirmed that Siren Head is not of this reality, with the fact that it is not just an extraterrestrial from another dimension, but plausibly multiple beings that share a collectivist consciousness. He has implied that Siren Head and another of his creations, Cartoon Cat, are enemies of Long Horse and another character, the Lamb. Additionally, he said that both Siren Head and Cartoon Cat come from the void in the same post, confirming that it is his way of saying they come from the darkness ideologically. Trevor has also said that Siren Head is his favorite creature, and it's easy to see why. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you found this video informative and will stick around for my next one. Happy nightmares!